Good morning, everybody, and welcome to session number 537. And we welcome Ramamurthy today for a very, very interesting session, I think, which is very, very close to everybody's heart, and that is called happiness. So I will leave him to continue to take you on your journey to happiness. So go for it, Rama.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Kunanji, would you briefly talk about what is EMC? Why are we here? And then we will do a laughter exercise before we start the actual topic itself.
Okay, thank you so much, Ramaji, and welcome everyone once again. And if you are watching this for the first time, and if you're watching it on YouTube, please like and subscribe so that you'll keep on getting wonderful messages and the content and the powerful informations, tools to improve yourself, change yourself. So what exactly we do every morning here, Empowering Morning Conversation with Sukdeepak Malwai is, in short, we ensure that we shift our way of being from default, where it is all about complaining, blaming, and finding reasons why something wrong is happening to me. So from that being, we shift to create being. We have the power to create whatsoever we want to create in our life. So every morning we practice how we can shift from that being of blaming to new being of living our life with complete ease, joy, and glory. So that's the first point, what we do every morning. The second thing, what we do is that we know, we identify, and we realize that we have the power to seek possibilities, because wherever we live in a society where the negativities are bombarded. Most of the people, majority, they are into negative mindset. But we prepare ourselves and we look for possibilities. What else is possible? And we practice that every day. And third and most important thing, what we do is that we keep on seeking the new opportunity with complete enhancement in our focus and energy, with complete enthusiasm, so that we don't get impacted by the negativity around us. So today we have Mr. Ramazan to take us through this journey, and we are looking forward so that we can become even the better version of ourselves. So thank you so much, and back to you, Ramazan.
Thank you, Kunanji. And let's all do our regular exercise of generating the emotion what we want. So let's all laugh silently for 1 minute after I say start. 1, 2, 3, start. Thank you. So with that, start in the morning, the way EMC, in the spirit of EMC, the way Sukdeepak sir taught us to be, how to be. So let's explore today, why do we want to be happy? So we are going to talk about happiness, various aspects of happiness. So one of the questions to ask is, why do you want to be happy? What is the advantage? What is the benefit? Why do you seek happiness? We all know that life consists of both happiness and sadness. Life is not just only one direction, right? It consists of both. There is happiness, there is sadness. So we have to go through all of them, but still we see something in happiness and we would like to have happiness. Why is that? What's the advantage? Why do we seek happiness? Yes, sir. The opening batsman, Reddy Garu.
For me, because I don't want to be sad. That's why I wish to be happy always.
Okay. So you want to avoid the sadness or the negativity.
Yes, totally.
But why? Why do you want to avoid? See, it is inevitable. Even the sadness and the negativity is inevitable. So why do you want to avoid that?
Because I'm at peace when I'm happy.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Reddy Garu. Yes, Niti ma'am.
Yes, it's a personal choice. I choose happiness over other emotions because I'm more comfortable with it. That is the emotion that I want to keep up in me.
Sure, it is a choice, even though the environment may you into negativity, into sadness. We can choose as an individual, we can choose to be looking at differently, perceive it differently, and be open and not succumb to the negativity or the sadness. And we can change the environment to positivity and happiness. But why? Yes, it is your choice. Why are you doing that?
It gives me a lighter feeling. It is a feeling that I want to vibe with. My comfort level with this feeling versus other feelings is much more.
Exactly. The comfort level, the changes in the physical body itself, the chemicals, the perception, the possibilities, your energies, okay, are high. That is the reason why we want to be happy, right? When we are happy, we feel really elevated, we feel good, we have better energy, we have more possibilities, we can do a lot more than what we could do otherwise, and definitely much better than when we are sad, when we are in negativity. So that is the reason, even if the environment is negative, even if the environment is very bad, if we choose to be happy or positive, the possibility of changing the environment to make it better for not only us, for others, is also more. So that gives the power. So that's the reason. That's one of the primary reasons. Yes, Nidhi.
But when we are looking at the other emotions, the level of effort that I have to put in to bring that higher equilibrium is much more. So it is a lot more effort that I have to put in to manage the situation versus when it is a naturally happy situation. So it is also a question of how much effort, exertion, because my experience is even when I am trying to generate that positivity in that moment of fear or apprehension, there is a toll of fatigue in my body post the experience.
That's right. That's right. If inherently comes, then the happiness and the positivity comes, it will be much more smoother and much more better. But if you are consciously bringing that effort to convert the negativity into positivity, there is an additional effort, there is a fatigue possible, there is a exertion. but still it is worth it compared to succumbing to the negativity and feeling sad. When you are feeling sad, the kind of exertion you go through is much more than the effort you put to change the environment to happiness. So that's what I think we all experienced, and we can really logically also appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, thank you for bringing that point, Nitiji. Hasinaji, you wanted to say something? Kunanji will come back to you after Hasinaji.
Yeah, but I was saying I feel good when I'm happy. And you have said
Yes.
everything what I thought I would say, but that's okay. Okay, thank you.
Right. So it's so clear that being happy has so many benefits for us as well as for others around us. So that is one of the reasons, that is the primary reason why we want to be happy. Thank you, Asanaji. Yes, Kunanji.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. It's very happy moments. My thought on this happiness is I am always happy, but I am looking for more satisfaction. And personally, I believe that, it's my opinion, my thought is that the true happiness is, it doesn't exist in this world. But I prefer to be satisfied in the moment with happiness, of course. Thank you, sir.
Yes, of course, there are different levels of happiness, right? So one can be the forced and artificial happiness, another can be natural happiness, and something, there are so many other things in between. So we would like to explore all of them and of course go to the real situation where you naturally feel happiness. So that's what we are all working towards. And there are so many tools and techniques, so much of the way of being, the way of living. So that will give us how to be more naturally happy. So that's what we are all exploring here. So we are in that journey. Let's move forward on that. We will even if you really look at your own experience from last 2 years. So how much you moved from the what to say, the more effort, putting more effort and more artificial towards the natural. So I think we are all moving towards that. Thank you, Kunanji. Yes, Venkateshji.
Hello. According
Yes,
to
sir.
me, nothing like actually there is nothing like happiness is like a god or something like an identity. Like happiness is not in itself a making happy, working happy, and other things. We are doing something that is happiness. Means like it is a state of mind which brings us happiness. Like means happy. We are not working. We are doing something which is making us happy. Like making happy is not the things. If I am happy spending money, someone is happy saving money. Means the concept totally differs. What makes happy? Means happiness is in itself is not a goal like we are making happy. Something like we relax or do a exercise, that's what we are doing. But happiness is what brings us happiness. Like this thing, we are not working on it. We are our state of mind may make us happy, whatever we do. Like it is a concept which is making us happy. So I think it's an identity, like we are not working for happiness. We are working and that is making us happy. Like work makes you happy. Like work at an office makes you happy. Being with the family makes you happy, like something. But we are not working towards happiness. That particular thing is bringing us happiness. I think whether I am making it clear or not, I can't say.
No, absolutely. It is very clear. See, one is the basic level of happiness is to seek pleasure, right? What I like. Okay.
Yes. We can control
if I get, that is one kind of.
We can control our emotions to have to the method of getting happiness is there. Like happiness is in
Right.
everything.
So that is
Hap-
right. So
happiness
that is one
is-
kind of happiness. You go and get what you
Yes.
like. That is one kind of
Some
happiness. Then
people,
second
some
kind of
people,
happiness is what
yeah. Some people may feel happy to
the
be
second kind
alone
of
and
happiness
meditate.
is what you are talking about. I think
Yeah.
both of us are speaking. Yeah, go ahead. You finish.
Yeah. You are happy if you are alone also, and in company also you may be happy. So there are two concepts which may oppose or anything. I'm very happy to be alone and with the khayalon ki duniya mein. So we say that we will be dreaming and all. And there's no enough space at all for me. So let be me with myself. Let be with myself for a little time, and I feel like I'm with God. Like that's also one type of happiness you get. So let's all be happy. Okay.
Sure. So yeah, so there are different levels of happiness. The second level of happiness is, as you said, when you are doing the work, when you are relating to the people, when you are on your own also, that is also another kind of happiness. So there are different kinds of happiness, different levels and different depth of happiness. So we are all trying to seek and get that more in-depth, more natural happiness. We are all working towards that. Yeah, thank you, Venkateshji. Yes, Shanti ma'am.
Good morning, all. I think when we are in the present, we feel happy. But mostly we are in the past or in the future. We have also happy moments in the past, and we can expect happy moments in the future also. But our mind is inclined towards negativity. So when we think of one past negative incident in past, it continues to bring about all the negativity, all negative incidents, and make us feel sad. Likewise, if we think of future, it's unknown, and the fear of unknown, that anxiety, that creates that sadness. So being in the present is happiness, so that we can try to be more mindful of present moment. Not going to the past, not going to the future. It will happen by itself. We should have that difference. The present is okay, future will take care of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great thing. One of the natural ways of being happy is being in present. By default, our mind goes into past or the future, worrying about the past or being anxious about the future. But some way you bring yourself to the present and being present. Just being present in the presence, in the present moment, gives you the natural happiness. That's right. That is why we all do so many things and try to really let our mind to come out of past and future and then try to be in the present. Right? Our body is always in the present. It's only the mind which goes into past or future. So once we manage our mind and bring to the present, in itself is greatest happiness. Actually, you can experience that sometimes. Thank you, Shanti ma'am. Yes, Taki, you are thinking anything comes up?
Yeah, I am thinking sometimes how we are practicing to being in the present, because I hear that we have one thing in our life from the beginning unto the death, that is breathe. That breathe, if you just focus that real thing we are carrying from the beginning, from the first breath to the last breath. If you just focus, whenever your mind is going outward, you just bring that through your breathe. If you focus your breath, yeah, I am breathing now. Oh, I am lucky that I am still breathing. My breath is there with me. then your all the memories, all your belief will come, and you can be in the present, I feel. So most of the time, our body is here, our breath is here, but we're forgetting we are here. So we have to get back that imaginary world into our body. So I feel.
Yeah. So, yeah, very nicely put. Just focusing on the breathing, being conscious of breathing in itself gives happiness. But we don't focus on that. We are not conscious about it and keep worrying about so many other things. See, the worries are always there. It will always wait. It will not go away easily. So we can always come back. So if we can really take some time and be in the present, watch the breathing, or do engage with other people, help others. If you do all those things, there is a very good possibility of being happy, right? So set aside the current set of worries and do this once in a while, and come back and look at the worries. It will not go away. It will be there. You can always come and experience. So you don't need to worry that, oh, if I leave that worriness, all those things will go away. It will not go away. It will be there. So experience the happiness and come back, and then look at it in a different perspective. You can get rid of them if you want to.
I think sir
Yes,
wanted to
Shakti,
say
you are
something.
also puzzled. Yeah. Yes, Kunanji.
I think Sugripak sir wanted to say something.
Go ahead, Kunanji. Yeah, go ahead.
No, Sugripak sir wanted to say something.
Sorry, I missed it. My network is not good. Kunanji, can you repeat?
No, I had seen sir wanted to say something. It seems he's not there. So,
He's not there.
Oh, okay.
Blocked.
He's not there. Yeah. So, Shakti, you seem to be a little bit puzzled on today's topic. What's going on?
Yes, sir. You are talking about
Yeah, we will come back to you.
sorry, sir. You are talking about this natural way of being, right? But being happy is not my natural way, sir. I need to generate it. Because being sad or worrying, guilt mood is become so natural for me now. Natural way of
That's because we are experts in practicing that, right? See, anything you practice, you become expert in that. So we are all experts in being sad, being worried, being anxious. So it is a practiced one. We can stop practicing and start looking at the other way around as well. It's not only unique to you. I think that is true for many of us. Yeah. Yes. Go on.
Yeah. When you are talking about what is happiness, I don't have an answer, sir. I was keep searching. It's like, what is that?
No, I asked why happiness.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even come to what is happiness. I asked with why, because if you have the clarity on why we want happiness and what is the advantages of happiness, there is a good possibility to find out what is happiness and really create that happiness.
Okay, maybe I'm ahead and then I'm thinking about that.
But do you get that? What is the advantages of being happy? Both logically as well as experientially, are you able to get that?
Yeah, that I got it.
Yeah. So once you have the experience of eating ice cream, then you will find out what is ice cream, how to get it, all those things.
Yes.
Right. And what is the cost of it? How much effort you have to put in to save for that and buy it. Right. All those things you can figure it out.
Yes.
But first thing is to understand what is the advantage, how it helps, how it has been beneficial, why we want it. That's what the first part of the exploration. So we'll also delve into the other parts as well.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you, Shakti. Yes, Vetri.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Amazing topic. And I want to add my perception to the discussion. According to me, happiness is not an activity. Our happiness is the outcome of the activities, what you do. I want to put it as a metaphor. If you go to the kitchen, you're cooking something, the outcome, the aroma comes, the beautiful aroma, that is happiness. So to have happiness, what we need to focus is, you have to put ingredients properly. All the ingredients you put properly, you do the process properly, the outcome is happiness. So even in the car, I can mention it, explain it with the term called ease, which we are all talking in Access Consciousness. If the car is, everything is perfect, you drive it with ease, that is happiness. If even one part makes a trouble, you get a noise, you get a problem, everything, happiness goes down, meaning something is not all right. So happiness is nothing, but if you go little on the spiritual side, it is like, if you are aligned with Dharma, there is happiness. And our duty is to coherence, aligning with what we are supposed to do. Sometimes we can also experience from our life. We said perfect no to certain things and still we feel happy. How? Because that is aligned with some Dharma. It could be parenting, it could be job, it could be social responsibility. But the bottom line is, if you are doing everything right as per your consciousness or Dharma, whatever you believe in, the outcome what you are getting is the happiness. So on a lighter note, I want to put one quote and close this. When you have happiness, don't ask questions, just go enjoy, do anything. When happiness is reduced, that time you have to ask questions why it is getting reduced. Over to you, Ramaji.
Thank you, Vetri. So happiness. Great, I think great viewpoints.
So sorry to interrupt, sir. I know that Shanti ma'am, sir is there, but I want to ask Vetri sir one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So Vetri sir, if you are depending upon the outcome, okay, if you are always judging what is right, then only it's going to give happiness. 90% of the time you will be in the judging mode, right?
No, see, focus is on cooking. Focus is not on outcome. Outcome, you get it. See, you are making a beautiful dish. You want it to be good, that's all fine. But where is your focus? Where is your attention? It should come good. It should smell like this. All okay. But you're doing something. You're doing perfectly. You have to cut properly. You have to clean properly. You have to add ingredients properly. And the process, 15 minutes cooking, 30 minutes, to all these things. That is the process. And happiness is like, it comes automatically. So attention is on the process.
Yeah. So there are two kinds of happiness we talked about already. Also, Shakti, if you remember, that one is seeking pleasure. That is where you always keep looking at the outcome and judging probably, and then you want to get that, right? The second kind of happiness which comes is in the engagement. So you are not focusing or looking at what is the outcome, what is the happiness. You are involved in the process, like Vetri explained, right? If you cook a good meal, you will be having happiness. When you help others, there you are not looking at what is the outcome, what is the happiness. You just help, you will get the happiness. So that is the second kind of happiness. So that's what Vetri was describing. So in that, if there is something not appropriate, just something artificially done, then you will know. That's what Siddhartha sir always explains about being in integrity, right? What Vetri gave an example is the car. If something is missing, it is not perfectly running car. So there is something missing. So being in integrity gives happiness.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you, Shakti. Thank you, Vetri. Yes, Shantina.
Sadness drains our energy. When we are happy, our whole energy is in full use, in our hands to use it for a purpose. So if we want to be happy, when we create something and that gives us happiness. But when we are sad, we hesitate to do the thing, and it brings about sadness. So, and if you are in a, even if you are in a very negative mode, if you start something, it will give happiness to you, and the people who enjoy that the benefit of your happiness, they also become happy. So energy, keeping the energy at the fullest form is happiness.
Yes. So when you have
Gandhiji,
the energy, when you are
when nobody had the courage to fight the British, Gandhiji brings in, today is Gandhi Jayanti, so let us remember the father of our nation today. He brought in the people the confidence that we can fight these British and make them go out of the nation. No one believes because the enemy is very powerful and we are meek. But he has the courage to make the people believe that it is possible. We can fight because the land is ours. Then the freedom struggle happens and we are now enjoying the freedom. So even the environment is negative, we can bring in positive, we can bring in happiness. That is possible. It's not that it's something that we have to do and get the happiness. You can create the happiness. You have the right. We have the power to create happiness.
absolutely. I think at one level he also found there is a lack of integrity, and then he wanted to bring that integrity, right? That's how he achieved the happiness for the country as a whole. Thank you, Shanti ma'am, to remember father of our nation. Thank you. Yes, Taki.
Yeah, yeah, it is simple. I think a definition for happiness we can explain as different people have different definition for happiness most of the time, but still they have power to be happy inside us. Because simply, if I am drinking every day, I am bringing a tea for 1 dirham. I am getting happiness with this. But whenever I'm not doing that, when a situation that can take away some of my happiness, because we are creating new definition for happiness, I feel. So it become addiction. Some people need big, high, expensive, maybe whiskey or something, alcohol, something. So they need that definition for being happy. So they're creating new definition. And I created this definition, 1 dirham coffee every day. And if I am taking that away, I'm missing that one, I'm not getting happiness. Another thing, if there is a situation like there is a crisis in my life or someone died near one, then I will not get happiness when drinking this coffee. So there is so many different, matters, so many, environmental conditions, emotional setup, our own belief, our own surroundings, all those things can also contribute towards this happiness, how we are creating the situation to be happy. So I feel we can change that one. If something calamity is happening, everything is, spoiling now, but still we can enjoy or not. So to create that, oxytocin or, serotonin, we have to get some condition, some definition. It is not only a simple matter. I was saying to my friends when I was degree, life is just like eating chocolate. He written in my note. You said life is like, whenever we are eating chocolate, just focus on the chocolate. Sometimes if you focus, sometimes we are in the hurry. We are focused something, exam, something, or bad things, some bad experiences. We couldn't enjoy that one. If you are focusing, this is chocolate in my mouth, I am just enjoying it for one moment, some moments, then it will be happy. I said to my son also, he was eating very fast chocolate. I said, don't eat like this, just eat slowly. Then he was teaching me something, why you eating fast? Just eat slowly, enjoy chocolate. And he was teaching to his sister for a year. Why you eating like this? Eat slowly, enjoy it, just focus it. So this is the thing, we can create happiness if you have some definition, very simply. I feel that.
Yeah, so what you're talking about is the pleasure. If you engage too much on that, it can become addiction and it can become actually sadness.
Yeah, the same thing can make you addiction, and that can take away your happiness sometimes. That can add happiness. So you are creating the definition for your happiness.
Correct. So this is the very preliminary and basic level of happiness, seeking the happiness through pleasure, which can really lead you into addiction if you are not careful. And also there is a diminishing returns in economics. You might have studied that initially it will be very pleasurable and happy. Do the same thing more and more, it will not be proportional to that, right? More and more will not give you more and more pleasure or more and more happiness. It will diminish. The pleasure will keep diminishing more and more you keep doing it. So there is a threshold, there is an optimal point beyond which it will not give you sufficient pleasure, right? So that's one kind of happiness. But we are also talking about other kind of happiness where you get involved and engage, do your work. It gives different kind of happiness, which doesn't have that limitation of diminishing return, right? So that also we are looking at. And there is one more, which is much more powerful. So let's see whether somebody brings it up in the discussion.
Yeah,
Yes, Taki, anything else you want to say?
I just want to add, because these all are related to the materialistic happiness. I feel this is also very instant happiness, and it is short, short lifespan. This all happiness out. There's some eternal happiness is there that is related to your belief system. I feel so.
Yes.
We have to create. You have to jump into that one to get sustainable happiness. Sustainable happiness is not in the materials. That also another thing. When you are praying, you are creating something else. That is the divine happiness is there. I feel.
Yeah, that's the third level of happiness we are talking about, and that could be fourth level also. So that's good. Yeah, I think all of us know and all of us experience at various levels and various times.
Ramaji,
So,
sorry,
thank you.
Hasinaji wanted to say something.
No, before that, Hasinaji wanted to say, she raised the hand before.
Yeah, sir, I feel when I was thinking to myself, what is this that gives me happiness? A lot, and I thought of lot of things, but finally I analyzed that helping others has made me the most happy. Every time I'm helping somebody, that feeling of happiness is so great that I compare to other material things, it is not equivalent to it. That's 100% I have realized for myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is what I have come out with.
That's
what
one
makes
of the
me happy.
Yes, that's one of the sustainable way to be happy. Yes, thank you.
And then I don't need anything. I don't need any material to be happy. I have to be what I want to be happy. It's just helping. And every moment I help a little things also that makes me happy. That is my way of looking at happiness. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Santima.
Actually, some days before, like Kunain sir put that wheel of emotions. Happiness also has different shades of emotion, different shades of happiness. It may be pleasure, it may be ecstasy, it may be euphoria, or it may be satisfaction. And it has different shades. And some pleasure, you stick to something. If you get some material things, it gives you, it don't give you happiness, it gives you pleasure. We must be a little bit conscious about that feeling, what actually we are feeling. Is it a happiness, it is contentment, or it is satisfaction, or it is pleasure. Pleasure is attached to something. As Tekutin told that if you take the chocolate, you feel pleasure, but if you don't take, it will make you sad. But like Hasina Ma'am told, when you help others, you feel happy. If you don't help others, it will not make you sad. We even feel that very empathetic, that if it is nice, if we help them, the reaction, the feeling is different.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
So when we help a future for it, we are in the being and we feel help, we feel happiness. So we should know to identify the different shades of happiness, which actually brings in us that happiness. Is it pleasure or is it happiness? Or is it contentment? Which is that is keeping us in that mode. So pure happiness is everywhere. Like if we go into the nature, we feel happy. We never feel sad. When you see a beautiful bird or some plants, or if you go into the park, you don't feel sad. It is happiness. You feel something very different. And so the nature has full of happiness, but we are choosing from our own cling to our past and make us feel sad. So there is happiness everywhere. If you want to feel happy, you can go outside and you can forget your sadness and become happy. You can change the mood as we do as in the laughter exercise. If you want, we can change the emotion. That possibility is with us. The power is with us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Major sir.
So I feel that happiness is nothing but letting go.
Exactly. If you're letting go, the sadness, happiness will occupy your mind.
Sir, you're on mute.
Am I audible now?
Please, yeah, now it's okay. Please repeat.
Okay. So the essence of happiness is nothing but letting go. Nobody can make you happy until you are happy with yourself. And happiness is not by chance, it is always by choice. And if you're able to let go, that will give you happiness. Because what I say is, there's a small story of a crow taking a small piece of meat and then flying higher and higher. And the moment he goes to a certain spot, it realizes it has been chased by other crows. Again, a lot of crows and other birds also join in the chase. A fight ensues. Suddenly, almost by accident, it drops whatever it was holding on its beak. And then it turns to find nobody was chasing it. So in letting go, the crow realizes that is the one which has given it maximum happiness. Letting go is very, very important. By letting go, I mean letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of negative thoughts, letting go of wrong patterns of belief, which has been inhibiting us from realizing our own potential. If you're able to let go, first is very, very powerful. Just accept and start letting go of all those things which you don't want. What are those things that you don't want? You know for yourself. An external coach or counselor need not come and tell you, these are the things that you don't want. Your conscience will say. So ask your conscience, ask what are those things that you want to let go. And the moment you start letting go, slowly by slowly, you'll find happiness automatically, almost by magic, taking place in your life. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Major sir, so much. It's really letting go is the formula, and the happiness doesn't come automatically. Sadness may come automatically. I think somebody posted in our EMC retreat that Gopal Das Gaur Swamiji, so nicely he explained that bad things will come automatically. Good things do not come automatically. You have to make it happen. So happiness doesn't come automatically. You have to make it happen. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Right. So anybody else would like to share anything on happiness? So if not, let's look at some formula for happiness. Yes, Kasha.
Whatever we are looking for is everywhere, but just that we are unhappy with ourselves or the current situation, we miss out every opportunity that we have. Because of it is our own judgments, it's our own point of view making us unhappy. Nobody is responsible for it. I am unhappy. I am the only person to be blamed.
Yeah.
So the moment we even happiness, it's an interesting point. See, we think if I get that, I'll be happy. If I get this, will be happy. But it is all, it's our mind's making. Like you said, we have to put some effort to be, happy or to be aware. When we are aware and when we are more conscious, we will be better. And nothing, when we think too much about what tomorrow has to happen or how the way it has to happen, there we miss out the happiness. So I want to consolidate as happiness is everywhere. It's just that we miss out. When we are grateful for every situation, life is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasha. So in a white paper, there are few black dots, right? White paper is the happiness. The few dots are the sadness. Our focus always goes into that black dots rather than the full white sheet, right? So one of the things is because of judgments, like Major has said, we can let go of the judgments. Thank you, Kasha. So Taki will come to you. Before that, let's listen from Hasinaji.
Sir, I feel coming to AMC meeting is another happiness that I have.
Exactly. I've been also thinking of that. Yes, definitely. Not just a pleasure, it is the next level of happiness in terms of engaging, thinking, moving towards our destination. Yeah, thank you, Hasinaji, for recognizing that. Yeah. Yes, Taki.
Yeah, it is a never-ending topic, I feel. The thing is, everyone said materialistic happiness about, something. If I am doing the same thing, I am taking the coffee or taking some pleasure with someone, and same day something happened, that person is gone, or some memories with a loved one. We are creating that happiness moment in some places, somewhere, and that person is not there in the sometimes. Then we will be very sad about thinking that happiness. So what is that? That is something relationship happiness. So the same thing given happiness, when we have seen that place, that coffee or something, that will give you sadness. So you are creating some situation that way it is related to something. So better we can, I think, yeah, that's also part of life. But still, if there is a immaterialistic or not related to eternal happiness, if you focus on that one, or we are not creating some meaning with some material, it will be more, sustainable. I think everyone said the same.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Thank you, Taki. So before we conclude, let's look at some formula for happiness. So here is a formula. Happiness equal to H equal to P plus E plus M. P is pleasure, which we have been talking about, which you can seek, which if it goes beyond a limit, it will become a not a pleasure, it will become a sadness. Engagement in terms of relationship, in terms of work, in terms of helping others. So your work, you are contributing to the world. So when you are engaging yourself with what you love to do, whether it is work or hobby or whatever else it is, that gives a little bit more long-lasting happiness. And other one is meaning. What's the meaning of your life? What's the purpose of your life? Right? If you get that clarity, what's the meaning of your life, what's the purpose of your life, then the happiness you derive from every single thing is much more long lasting and sustainable and better. So these are some of the ways of generating happiness, experiencing happiness, and being in happiness. So we can seek pleasure, we can engage ourselves in various activities, we can find the meaning of our life and purpose of our life. So these are all some of the things which will give us happiness. So with that, we can conclude with our shairis from all the people. So any last minute thoughts and questions and clarifications before we get into the shairis? Yes, Vetri, and then Kunal.
Sir, amazing. Even happiness, you solve it through mathematics, sir. Thank you very much. and and I want to add a little lighter note on happiness. We hear a lot of definitions or secrets like letting it go, helping others, and doing slowly all. One thing is the way to happiness is doing things lighter. If you do anything heavy, it's not happiness. Anything you do lighter, it's happiness. That's how access consciousness also comes, light versus heavy. Do anything lighter.
And Vetri, you also tell what you had told me other day, that always listen to your wife to be happy.
Yes, my dear. I know where you are tracking me.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, make it light. Yeah. Okay, so Kunal, you wanted to say something before we listen from Kamal?
Thank you, sir. I think it's a great realization. What I wanted to add, and normally what I do is that every moment to complete awareness helps a lot. And that is the gratitude, the thankfulness of the moment, the situation, whatsoever it is, and the patience, what's happening. So the combination of thankfulness and patience gives bit, contentment and satisfaction or happiness. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Kunal. Yes, Kamal.
Yes, good morning all. It was good session, sir. You really made me to think, because yesterday only what happened that myself, like me and my wife went for a Dandiya night, Dandiya festival, and after coming out from there, my wife say, "Oh, yeah, I enjoyed a lot," and I'm saying, "Okay, yeah, this time the Dandiya is not good. I'm not happy." So that's really, it's all depend on the mind. So like, and we have said earlier that life is made of moments. So create happiness in each moment. So yesterday she find happiness in each and every moment. She enjoyed it. She's happy, and whereas I am just looking it in a different mood, and in spite of everything around me, I was not happy. So it's all depend on mind how we are taking it materialistic. So good session. And there's one more example. One of my auntie, she is so engrossed in those the spiritual channels, all those which comes Astha, Sanskar, and all those. Every time she used to see it and see, I'm happy. And as soon as we change the channel, she's not happy. So I was really thinking, it's really a pleasure thinking or what? So, no, like just to hear what we say in Hindi. कानों को अच्छा लगना चाहिए बस. We either we are really happy or not. So as soon as we switch off the channel, she is not happy. So depends.
Yeah, so she needs a different level of engagement. So lack of that,
spiritual happiness,
this becomes the primary happiness.
Yes. And I read a wonderful book long back. I think I need to read it again. The Dalai Lama's book, The Art of Happiness.
Yeah.
That need to be read once again. I think I read it earlier, but then I think I forget the content. What is so much of things are inside that. Okay, regarding the Shairi, I remember one ghazal of Gulzari. Sir. अर्ज किया है।
Irshad.
यूं तो गुजर रही है हर एक पल खुशी के साथ, फिर भी कोई कमी सी है क्यों जिंदगी के साथ। रिश्ता, वफाएं, दोस्ती सब कुछ तो पास है, क्या बात है पता नहीं दिल क्यों उदास है। हर लम्हा है हसीन नई दिलकशी के साथ, फिर भी कोई कमी सी है क्यों जिंदगी के साथ। चाहत भी है, सुकून भी है, दिलभरी भी है, आंखों में ख्वाब भी है, लबों पर हंसी भी है। दिल को नहीं है कोई शिकायत किसी के साथ, फिर भी कोई कमी है क्यों जिंदगी के साथ। खैर बहुत बड़ी गजल है, बट या इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द लाइक totally on the mind. No, we are always in that default mode. So that is from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamalji. Is it possible to translate or you want to let it?
Kunal sir अगर कर सकते हैं तो.
Bit challenging, but summary is that as there in the formula. So thank you so much, Ramaji, for providing me another formula. So I think it's there. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks all.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Kamalji. Thank you, Kamalji. Yes, Kasha.
I wanted to share one Tirukkural, and
yes, please.
Idukkan varungal naga adanenum perudu veru ilan. It means when there is a challenge, just laugh at it, and there's nothing greater than that. So whatever be the situation, when we have a great problem, and when we start laughing about it, the moment we feel lighter, we will be in a much better, with much clarity, we will be able to handle that situation. Thank you.
Amazing. So Tiruvallur, thousands of years before, he found this laughter formula.
Yeah.
Changing the mood formula, right? So what he says is, whenever you face any difficulties, laugh it up. So that's possible. Otherwise, he would not have told that. And
Okay.
we are really experiencing that as well. Amazing. Thank you, Kasha. Yes, Venkatesh.
Actually, this is about the shairi done by Kamal or somebody just before this Kasha. That it's a small joke like that. We have one ghazal singer by name Pankaj Udas. So whether he's happy or not, he is always Udas. So the Kyun Zindagi Ke Saath was like a Udas poem that I don't know, whatever I am doing everything, but still I am lost and lonely like Udas woman. So that was the thing. That's all. Just he said that translation and all that, but poetry's basic line was, I am doing everything, but still I don't know why I am not totally satisfied. Something like I am feeling that maybe I have not reached that particular state of happiness which my soul wants. So that's the meaning gist of that particular poetry.
Yes, correct. Thanks, Venkatesh. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. That missing soul is your partner.
Yeah.
The universe as the partner, co-creator.
Yes.
One thing from my side also.
Yes, Vetri.
It says, he says, it is better than giving a joyous gift to people, loved people. What is so important is you should speak sweet words. That is the first requirement. Then the gift you give it to your people. You cheerfully speak sweet words. sweet words cheerfully. Over to you.
Thank you, Vetri. So, Kunanji, before your Shairi, just we will see once more the formula and also a few more bits and pieces. Happiness equal to, this is one of the formulas. There are many things you can always come out with. Pleasure plus engagement plus meaning. Okay, you can also look at these things. What and all you can do. You can set some goals, exciting goals, follow gratitude, don't take things granted, be agile and flexible, be curious, avoid getting stuck in a rut, remember how to play, try new things, serve others, help someone to achieve their goals, laugh it out, spend time with your parents and family, work on relationships, be with yourself, learn how to let go in life, what Major Sir so beautifully explained. Stop overthinking. Take timely rest and break from routine life. Compare with yourself, not with others. Forgive yourself and others. Be in nature as much as possible. Experience life. Don't live life waiting for the next event. Don't try so hard. Exercise and inner size. Right? So these are all some of the pointers.
Great explanation.
Yes, Kunanji.
I think every topic requires one session from you, so that's a great summary. So what I wanted to share, two shairi. One is on the lighter note, another is a bit serious note. The lighter note dedicated to Vetri. Vetri ji, you'll have to find the translation. अर्ज किया है कि बेझिझक मुस्कुराए जो भी गम है, जिंदगी में टेंशन किसको कम है, बेझिझक मुस्कुराए मैं बोल रहा था कि बेझिझक मुस्कुराइए जो भी गम है, जिंदगी में टेंशन किसको कम है, अच्छा हो या बुरा ये तो केवल भ्रम है, अच्छा हो या बुरा ये तो केवल भ्रम है, जिंदगी का नाम ही कभी खुशी कभी गम है.
ये ट्रांसलेट मुझे कर सकता है पुनेन भाई?
Translate who will do?
सारे लोग. Everybody has tension.
I don't mind this.
Hasina ji will translate for you.
One line at a time.
बेझिझक मुस्कुराइए जो भी गम है.
Be happy whatever there is problem and sadness.
जिंदगी में टेंशन किसको कम है?
Everybody has tension in life.
अच्छा हो या बुरा केवल भ्रम है.
Whether it is good or bad, it's just an imagination.
जिंदगी का नाम ही कभी खुशी कभी गम है.
The life is only what sometimes happiness and sometimes sadness.
Yeah, and other one which has a bit deep meaning. I was reflecting upon that, and I request Neti ma'am to translate. अर्ज क्या है कि जिंदगी एक हसीन ख्वाब है जिसमें जीने की चाहत होनी चाहिए. जिंदगी एक हसीन ख्वाब है जिसमें जीने की चाहत होनी चाहिए. गम खुद ही खुशी में बदल जाएगी, सिर्फ मुस्कुराने की आदत होनी चाहिए. So take every moment with complete allowance and be at ease, joy, and glory will follow.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel we are finished.
Thank you, Kanji. So anybody else would like to try?
I just want to add something. You know, as Vetri said about Tirukkural, I think one of the favorite of APJ, Tirukkural. I am sometimes reading that. So as you said, we can laugh whenever some calamities, some sadness happen. I seen it in the movies. Some movies, they're villains. They are doing, not the heroes. They will laugh at the problems, all the villains, and they will do something drastic thing. So that that is possible. Another thing, Yeah, I feel that one. And Rama sir, thank you for that word, inner side. No exercise we are familiar about, and this is a new word for me, inner side. This is very important. Thank you.
Right, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Shakti, you want to say some poem or shairi?
No, sir.
Okay. Premji sir, do you want to say anything before we close?
So really today I very enjoy, very good program. My thinking, you are thinking positive, you control the anger, every moment you enjoy and happiness.
Right, thank you, thank you. So with that, let's close the session. Let's come back tomorrow, 7 o'clock morning, India time. Thank you all, and work towards happiness. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ramaji.